This is it, guys, the final video, and with that, let us recap the 8 tracks from the last video. At number 16, we have Rainbow Road, Nintendo 64. At number 15, Yoshi Valley. At number 14, Sunshine Airport. At number 13, Mute City. Number 12, Mount Wario. Number 11, Animal Crossing. Number 10, Wild Woods. And number 9, Music Park. Onwards to the final 8. I know full well this is going to get a lot of hate. Neo Bowser's City, also known as Koopa City in Europe, is my number 8 spot. But why? It's so bland. Well, actually, I really enjoy the look of this course. It's not trying to be a giant gimmicky stage, but at the same time it is pretty flashy, pretty cool, and the drifting is amazing for this course. Dragon Driftway may have been made for drifting, but this came a game before. Step down, Dragon Driftway. Neo Bowser City is here to reclaim its title. The music is remixed so goddamn well in the Wii U version. The graphics are absolutely phenomenal. The visuals of the rain falling down is just absolute eye candy. It's water, but falling down. It's amazing. And to be honest, the entire track is just one hell of an epic, tense drift battle. It's like when you're playing a Need for Speed game and you do the drift races. You're really tense, you're really trying to be the better drifter, and it really shows how much skill you have in being able to handle your kart or motorbike. Honestly, this is just the perfect course if you want pure skill and pure drifting madness and fun. Not to mention all of the baddies watching you from the spectators, and the giant TV screen of Bowser makes me laugh every time. I think we're getting a bit of a theme going on because I really like the retro tracks from Mario Kart 7. As such, Tick-Tock Clock. This is an insanely fun course. The music fits the theme very well with the various chimes and tick-tock noises. The actual course is very dynamic, there's a very good amount of gimmicks and none of them feel overdone. I love the section where you get to glide down past all the cogs that are going in different directions, and I love how you can do tricks off of the actual cogs in order to get boosts to the other side. The shortcuts, while there's only one that I really know of, not including the spinning gears at the end, it may be tough to pull off, but if you pull it off and you go across the clock hand, it works insanely well. I just love how this is a level based off of the N64 Tick-Tock Clock level, and to be honest, I love it. It's a brilliant theme, it's really original, it's great. For a retro track, it came back and looks even better than it did on the 3DS, and to be honest, it is a perfect retro track. I mean, it's not the top retro track, but it is definitely really damn good. Guys, you knew it was gonna be here. At number 6, we have SNES's Rainbow Road. I'm not sure why I like this track so much. I looked at it the first time I saw it, and I thought, wow, that's kind of a boring track. I played it, and holy hell was I wrong. I adore this track so much. All of the other Rainbow Roads rely on so many gimmicks in order to provide a really intense experience, whereas this Rainbow Road is quite simply, because it's the original, and because it's kind of reminiscent of the Game Boy Advance Rainbow Road as well, it doesn't have many gimmicks. You can fall off the sides, it's a bunch of tight turns, obviously you're going past a lot of thwomps as well, and sometimes those shortcuts can be very helpful, like when you boost through the middle of the one section where it splits into 2 paths, and you can boost right across. That's quite fun. and I like how competitive it actually is, and how easy it is to not actually fall into last place. Now, I'm not nostalgia blinded since I never actually played the original SNES Mario Kart when I was younger, because I was not around then. So this is purely from a new person seeing this track for like the first real time. I really enjoyed it. Visually, it feels so good. I like the blues, I like the rainbows. It feels a lot more subdued than 64 and the new Rainbow Road, and as such, I just think it works so much better. Honestly, sometimes simple is more. Alright guys, this is the final retro track on this list, and it's at number 5. And to be honest, who doesn't love the glory that is Moo Moo Meadows? Oh my god, I love this track so goddamn much. From the hazards of the cows, to the nice little kind of drifting, the happy music, the glider section with the moles, the tricks that you can do, the just downright carnage and satanic rituals that happen on this track thanks to me watching Chill Chaos's Mario Kart videos and seeing just Moo Moo Meadows over and over and over again. I may be a bit biased, but Moo Moo Meadows is one of my favorite tracks of all time in Mario Kart. It is so simple, it is so fun, it doesn't rely on the gimmicks, and in lap 3, when you start running into those cows, you know that shit is getting serious. Oh my god, I love it so much. Visually, it's a nice throwback, obviously, to the N64's Moo Moo Farm, and it's just so much fun. I love it. I'm so happy this was a retro track. I am so happy because it is just so much fun, and it's not a case of the track being special or anything. It's literally just, this is possibly one of the funnest tracks to just play on and just have a blast with your friends. I love it. I love it. That's all. At number 4, we have Electrodrome. Oh my god, this is Music Park on friggin' steroids. It is insane. I love the feeling of techno vibe in this. I didn't think Nintendo would go for that kind of thing, but it's very reminiscent of the kind of Japanese J-pop kind of songs with the techno. And I honestly really enjoyed how musical themed and how much detail has been put into this course. I mean, driving along the walls, you can see there's sections where you can actually see wavelengths being created where you're driving. There's the one section at the end before the giant gliding section where you go down the bumps and it does the dunk 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 sound, which is just so much fun. The gliding is great. And come on, if you just stop to look at those TV screens with all of the minions and the spectators just raving, that is insane. And who would have thought piranha plants could actually just head bop their way to the music, and the music is, oh my god, amazing. This is such a colourful track, it's so much fun. I like how there's different directions you can go, and while there aren't any shortcuts except for that little boost bit at the end, it doesn't need it because this track is just so full of variety and is such a fun experience that it doesn't really matter. I love it so much. Oh, I love it so much. We've reached the top 3, and now, the best DLC track in the game, Big Blue. Oh my god! F-Zero, please give us an F-Zero game! Big Blue is beautiful in this game. It's like Mount Wario, but F-Zero. It's crazy. You've got all sorts of different gimmicks for all 3 laps. The first lap, you have to go along the conveyor belts, and if you hit the walls, you get thunder shocked, and there's so much speed going on. I love the speed in these tracks. It just makes you feel like you're playing F-Zero on 200cc. Oh my god! Whew. Second lap, you're going down the water slide, and you're going down some pretty tight drifts. And then you have that giant gliding section where you actually twist around through the air, which is technically impossible due to gravity, but whatever. And then we get to the final lap, and the announcer announcing final lap is just ear candy. You get the rotating anti-gravity section where you have to go across the conveyor belts and you have to boost your pads away to make it to the other side, and then there's just a whole bunch of tight turns, a few different options you can do, and then you have that giant sprint to the finish line with those few curves, and you're going up at that time. You're not going down, you're not going forwards, you're going up. That is insane. The entire map seems so convoluted to begin with, but when you actually look at it and you actually drive on it, it feels like it flows so goddamn well. And the music of this track is literally some of the best music I have heard in a long, long time. This track, this is the reason why I want to buy DLC Pack 2. I cannot wait, because this track is so goddamn amazing that it just deserves to be number 3. With only 2 tracks left to go, I'm pretty sure you guys have already narrowed it down for your own elimination things. But number 2 is Thwomp Ruins. I'm not sure what it is about this track. It's beautiful, it's simple, there's great variety in where you can go, the music fits in perfectly, and it feels like you're driving through a kind of Aztec Mayan era. I like how there's finally a course that is actually dedicated to the Thwomps, rather than just having them be recurring enemies in either a Bowser's Castle stage or the SNES Rainbow Road stage. I really enjoy how well they were used because it's very entertaining being able to see an entire kind of stone rocky course. It reminds me kind of Temple Run in a sense because you've got all the different paths you can take. It's kind of got that kind of vibe to it. I like how there's a load of different shortcuts you can do. Like at that one area in the middle of the track where you can go left, you can then go anti-gravity up the wall, you can go right, you can anti-gravity up the wall, you can do the same directions and go underneath the Thwomps, or after the second lap, you can actually go gliding over the entire thing, or you could just take a dip underwater, or you could glide underneath the Thwomp in the middle of the island. It is a beautiful track, and that gliding section at the end, if you can get the trick off the little ramps on the side after you start gliding, you will have one of the most beautiful finishes of all time. It's just so fabulous, so perfect, so memorable, and I love this course. Cloudtop Cruise. This course is the epitome of greatness on this lovely game known as Mario Kart 8. It takes inspiration from courses such as Sky Garden and games such as Mario Galaxy. It is perfect. You're riding along the clouds, going across beanstalks, jumping off giant Bowser bumpers, and then you end up going onto a Bowser airship for a little while. And that's kind of cool, because it's very reminiscent of Mario 3. You get to kind of drift past a few barrels, and then you're launched out of a cannon, DK Mountain, straight into one of the best transitions I have ever seen in any game. You transition into a storm cloud where you must boost off of boosters while making sure that you don't get struck by lightning that periodically hits boosters. Now you can tell when the lightning's going to strike because the boosters light up with a blue glow, but at the same time it is pretty tough to see that when you're driving past them at high speeds trying not to lose your lead. And then you have one of my favourite gliding sections in the entire game where you glide back down to a beanstalk, the beanstalk that started it all, And you can actually see that the beanstalk comes from a mystery block, kind of a nice throwback to any of the 2D platformers, and then you've got a nice little shortcut that you can take. This is the best track in Mario Kart 8, full stop. The music, phenomenal, especially after you get to the second lap and it kicks in the Gusty Garden Galaxy theme, which is by far my favourite Mario theme of all time. And then you have the variety in level design. You're driving along clouds, you're on an airship, you're in a storm, you're going across beanstalks, you've got bumpers, you've got shortcuts. It's amazing. This course is literally the only reason why I bought this game initially, because it's so vibrant, it's so colourful, it's so fun, it's beautiful, it plays well. It's the perfect course. And it is my number 1 Mario Kart 8 track. So, if you enjoyed this top 48, feel free to leave a like, rate, comment, or even subscribe for more exciting top 5s, top 10s, or you can stick around for some of my LPs that I do. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time, guys. Goodbye.